And when Allah took the covenant of the Prophet, saying, take whatever I gave you from the book and hikmah, the wisdom, and afterwards there will come to you a messenger, the last messenger, confirming what is with you. You must then believe in him and help him. Allah said, do you agree? And will you take up my covenant? They said, we agreed. He said, then bear witness, and I am with you among the witnesses. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we take the testimony from all the prophets about the last prophet coming. And all the prophets, they agreed that they are going to believe in that last prophets and help him. It means to say that their followers should follow the last messenger. The Prophet Muhammad, he came as the last messenger from the chain of the messenger or the prophets, and the prophets from among the prophet Adam until the Prophet Muhammad, the last messenger. 124,000 prophets and messengers came to this world to guide, and one similar message, La ilaha illallah, there is no God except Allah. All the prophets were bringing the same message from Allah, that meaning to say, La ilaha illallah, that my life belongs to Allah. I do everything for Allah. I live and die for Allah. That is the most important thing. We have no our own will, but we follow the will of Allah. That is the meaning that we are going to say La ilaha illallah, that I don't have my own choice. I am just a slave of Allah, and He is my Lord, He is my God. He is my boss, He is my master, and I'm going to follow His commands. That's all. That is the meaning of saying, oh, La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah means you are going to have no more your own will anymore. You don't have to follow your will, but you have to follow His will, the will of God, the will of Allah. For example, Allah commands us to not to cheat, not to lie, not to harm people, not to do evil to people, or not to fool people, or always to do justice and not to do injustice. And He commands us to worship only Him and none else to worship, not to worship any other being beside Him, and not to worship the idols. And He commands us that we should pray 5 times a day, and we should fast in the month of Ramadan, and we should give charity to the poor, and to do the pilgrimage to the house of worship which is built by Prophet Abraham in Mecca once in a lifetime. And there are commands and there are prohibitions, like he forbid to have any drink, any kind of alcoholic drink. He forbid to eat pork. He forbid to eat the blood. He forbid to eat the dead animal which is not slaughtered in the name of Allah. And there are commands like not to hurt people with your words. It is one of the great commands that we should talk to people nicely. Allah command in the Quran, وَقُولُوا لِلنَّاسِ حُسْنًا, speak to the people nicely. Even the Prophet Muhammad said that if you are insulting a human being with your words or whatever way, then you are making a sin which is bigger than destroying the Kaaba, the house of worship. So destroying the Kaaba is a very big sin, but if you break the heart of a human being, it is much more bigger sin. And to make sabr is one of the great commandments of Allah. Sabr is very important. If the people, they learn how to do sabr, there will be no fights between the people. Like the fights between the families, fight between the friends and neighbors and relatives and communities. All these problems happen because of no sabr. Sabr means patient. And the opposite of sabr is anger. So not to be angry, rather to get patient. Anger, everyone comes. The anger is natural. But to controlling anger is a great honor, is a great deed. Like yesterday, I was answering the question of Brother Nasir. He questioned me day before yesterday. I answered yesterday. You guys just see that in the comments. That somebody or relative is not good to him. They are speaking bad to him. So I told him, you have to speak good. Because somebody speak good and you speak good, it is nothing important. Nothing is special. But if somebody is speaking bad to you, then you speak good to them. That's something great. And that is Allah said, and don't repent the evil with evil, but repel the evil with good. And Allah said, it is not be given this quality to people, anyone except those who are very patient. And those who are very lucky, those who are very fortunate. So that is the great, one of the great character, that when people are evil to you, then you have to be kind with them. You have to not to be evil with them. Not to repel the evil with evil. And to forgive people and not to keep hatred in the heart. That is also one of the command of Allah. Clean your heart for the people. Don't keep hatred for anyone. Whatever people you know that you have some hatred in the heart, you hate them, remove it. Now, especially now is the month of Hajj and people are doing Hajj, people going to Hajj. We are also observing the month of Hajj. It is a great month, last month of the Islamic calendar. We are fasting now for these 9 days of Hajj. So what is the important thing? Forgive people. Whoever you did wrong, ask the forgiveness. And whoever they wrong to you, forgive them also. Forgive each other, because if you forgive more, then Allah will forgive us more also. And if we are always keeping in the heart, then it is going to destroy our heart. So heart is very sensitive. If you keep the hatred, then this hatred is like a fire, and that will burn our heart. So even the Prophet Muhammad, he said that every morning and every evening, clean your heart for the people. Don't keep any hatred for the people in your heart. Forgive people all the time and relieve your heart, because the first beneficiary of forgiving people, removing the hatred from the heart, is you yourself, because you will feel very feel good in your heart. You can sleep well, you can eat well, you can feel very happy when you remove the hatred from the heart, because hatred it's very bitter, it's very hurtful, it's very ugly, it tastes very bad in your heart. So keeping hatred is going to destroy your heart. So remove the hatred from your heart, and you feel the happiness. And not to belittle people also. It is one of the great commandment of Allah, as we say the La ilaha illallah, and the Prophet Muhammad and all the prophets, they speak about it. One of the great commandments of Allah, Allah is the greatest and we are the humblest. We are the humble. We never to be arrogant with our belongings, with our houses and our money or our cars, and not to think superior with your talent also, not to superior yourself with your beauty also. If you think you look good and you look people who are not good looking, it is a very big sin also. Not with your talent also, some talent of your sports, or not your talent of being a businessman or a successful businessman, not to look it down, because it is the worst kind of sin. Because the Prophet Muhammad said, if anyone has an arrogance is smaller than atom in his heart, then he cannot even smell the paradise. He cannot even smell the paradise. You cannot smell the paradise. You will never go to paradise if you have arrogance. We call in Tagalog mayabang. In your heart, you will never go to paradise. So never think yourself superior. Even the shaitan, wow, how he become disbeliever, even though he was a great slave of Allah, the Iblis, the shaitan, when he said to Allah, I am better than him. I am better than Adam. You made me from the fire and you made him from the soil. Then his logic was the fire is better than soil, but he cannot make this kind of argument with Allah, because he was supposed to follow the commandments of Allah, to accept the Adam or Khalif on earth, and to accept him superior and give up his arrogance. But he became arrogant in front of Allah, and he rejected the command of Allah, and Allah made him a disbeliever. But he asked for the time, that Allah give me time so I can mislead your people. And Allah said, okay, I am going to give you time until the day of resurrection, and whoever follow you, I will fill all of them together with you in the hellfire. So now it is our challenge. Either we follow the commandments of Allah and do always good, or either we follow the commandments of shaitan to do evil and to go hellfire. The shaitan can make lots of evil things to people, like he let people to do backbite, chismis, or he let people to be arrogant, he let people to fight people, to say bad words. And one of the greatest act of shaitan, to whom the example the shaitan are billions also. And the head of the shaitan is Iblis. And he know why when his people come and report him that what they did, how they mislead the human being. The first, the shaitan, the Iblis, he is most happy when somebody report him that I led the husband and wife to fight today. And he said, this is the best job. Because when the husband and wife fight, and then it destroy the families, it destroy the generations. So the shaitan always attack on the character of the people, to destroy, to let them fight and let them quarrel. And also the Prophet Muhammad said, a qate will not go to paradise. Qate is the person who led people to fight, because he's like shaitan. He goes between two people and he let them fight, and he feel happy with this. So this is not rather to be a person to let people to fight, rather to be a person to let people to reconcile. Let people to reconcile and not to fight, and to love each other, and to be with each other, and to be kind to each other, and not to be evil to each other. So these are the great commandments of Allah. But of course, the first commandment, thou shalt not worship any God beside Allah. Then that is in the Bible and in the Quran is La ilaha illallah, or Kul Allah, say He is Allah only one. So you should, That is the most important command of Allah. That without that, you're nothing. Your good deeds will not be accepted. That you worship other than Allah, then all your good deeds will be useless. So first commandment, you shall worship only one God, the Almighty, the Creator. He is not Father. He is only one. That Jesus is not Son of God, but is Son of Mary, a prophet of God. And the Holy Spirit is just angel, Angel Gabriel. It's not God, not the part of the God, but it's just a creation of God. The God is only one, but He is not Father, but He is Almighty, Allah. So that is the one, the message of all the prophets: Prophet Muhammad, Adam, Prophet Noah, Prophet Abraham, Prophet Sulaiman, Dawood, David, Moses, Jesus, and last Prophet Muhammad. All of them have one message: La ilaha illallah, there is no God except Allah.